What's up everyone, welcome back to our Small's YouTube channel, and in today's video we are going to be doing a updated review on our 2024 Toyota Tacoma Trd Sport. We just crossed 7,000 miles with the truck, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the pros, the cons, and then also some things that I forgot to mention on the initial video that I did. If you guys haven't checked that out yet, I did a full overview of the truck when we first bought it, talking about the features and everything else. But in today's video, I'm just going to be kind of going over some things I missed, for instance, the lift kit, wheels, and then what we have done to the truck so far, and then also talking about the good and the bad. Just a quick overview for everyone who is watching us for the first time. We traded in our 2022 Jeep Rubicon 4xe for this 2024 Toyota Tacoma Trd Sport. This truck, we bought it for, I believe, $52,000, give or take. And we have owned it for just over a year now. We don't really drive it too much, as the miles reflect, but we are going to be talking about why that is, and then also what we have done to the truck. So first of all, the truck is sitting on some Recon Grab 34s with some method tires. We do have the truck lifted about 2 inches up in the front, just to help with that initial rake that these trucks come with, and it just gives the truck a very, very good looking stance, especially the pokage. I think that is just the perfect amount. This right here is a lighting up Toyota emblem. At nighttime, I'll see if I have a picture of it or a video of it that I could overlay right here. We got the window tinted. I don't remember exactly how much we did get them tinted, but they're not too much. Obviously, we have these beautiful Lexan seat covers that we did a installation video on. And they just give the interior that much more of a better look, especially with the screen. The green and red looks fantastic, especially with some of the accents like this BRB recovery hooks, the red tow hook, obviously the taillight. It just, just brings the truck all together, especially with it being a TRD Sport. Haven't really done nothing too much on the inside, but we do have a lot more mods coming. So first of all, let's get into the pros and the cons. First con that we're going to get into is this new motor. This is the new hybrid, the turbo hybrid that they have. I'll put up the exact specs right here. I don't know them off the top of my head. But the problem with this motor is that it has a lot more electrical bullshit than the other Toyota motors. That just makes these trucks not as reliable anymore. The biggest problem that we are having, especially with this motor compared to the V6s, is the gas mileage. I do understand that right now we do have the truck lifted, and we do have some slightly bigger tires on there. I believe this is probably 1 or 2 inches bigger than stock, but the truck right now is only giving us anywhere from 11 to 14 miles per gallon, which is really bad, especially on a Toyota Tacoma. I believe these trucks are supposed to get really good miles per gallon. I'll put the exact number that they advertise right here, but especially running only this small of a tire, essentially this is just the same size as a lot of trucks come with stock, but for that the miles per gallon is not good. Combined with that, I do think that the tank on this truck is very small. On the full tank we only get around 220 miles range, which is really bad, honestly, for a truck of this size. In reference, our big heavy 2025 Ram 3500, which you guys have seen before, that thing gets over 20 miles per gallon. And this, for this light truck, especially with the hybrid, it should be getting a lot more miles per gallon. Another problem that this truck has is the overall interior spacing. So right now I have the seat set to about where a 5'11" person would sit, and just in the front right here, this whole entire, like these seats, the roof and everything, this is already a lot smaller than a Jeep. And a Jeep is obviously one of the most crammed vehicles, in my opinion, especially the rear seats. Here is my leg room, especially when someone has their seat like this. So my legs are touching, and I barely have any headroom up here. And especially with the doors closed, and if you have someone else sitting right here, this truck is not the most spacious. The benefit is that you do have some chargers down here, but on long trips it's pretty hard to kind of lean back or do anything. You're sitting at this upright position because your knees are constantly hitting, unless this person moves their seat forward and they're crammed trying to drive the truck. Before we get into the pros, I just do want to say that overall I do think that this truck would be good for people who are on the shorter size, maybe around 5'5" or so. they would be able to sit both in the back and the front. But overall, I don't think there is too much that I forgot to mention in the previous video for the inside. I think that was mostly just the exterior. But if you guys do have any other questions about the features on this truck or anything else that you don't want me to let you know, go ahead and comment down below. Now let's get into the pros. So ironically enough, one of the biggest pros to this truck is going to be its size. So it's very easy, and it's actually pretty nimble to navigate around on. The truck is actually pretty fast. The only thing that I don't like is that when you do get into the higher speeds, the truck becomes very unstable, and especially these are on wider tires than the stock ones, so that is just one of the cons. Keep in mind if you are going to try to speed in this truck. And then another thing is that this truck actually does pull pretty well. We have towed with it before, and overall you can't really feel the weight too much on the back. I believe we towed 5,000 pounds or so, and then I put a pallet of water here in the bed, and this truck just handles it like a champ. The only problem is that the truck does squat a lot when you are putting weight on there, but I don't really know if you could blame it too much, because this truck overall is really not meant for too much towing or too much payload. But overall, the pros of this truck are that it has a good size. You could pretty much take it anywhere. You could fit it in parking spots, the parking structures and stuff like that. And then the towing capacity, I believe it's 7,500 pounds for this truck. I'll put the exact number up right here, but it does do pretty well towing. Overall, it is a very good looking truck, and I do have to say that I don't really have too much negative to say about the truck. I do really enjoy driving it. It's super fast. The speakers, however, they could be better, but I tried, seeing how we could replace them, but the size is just so weird on the speakers and how they're mounted that it's kind of impossible to change them out. But I believe we might be having some more videos coming soon with the truck, trying to do the sound system, and then also some mods like a skid plate and some other things. You guys will see that here soon. We are doing a overland build on the truck, or at least that's what I'm going to try to do. So stay tuned for that. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment in the comment section below. Have a good day.